You probably know that Candace Owens has gotten in a little mess with the president of France and his wife, Bridget. Basically, the whole thing started when Candace Owens said Bridget was a man. Now that I think about it, it does make sense that a lot of the French newspapers and media would be on his side. I've just started diving into it, so I'm kind of undecided on the details. I don't like to make up my mind too fast. I don't just want to say, oh, she's crazy and she's got nothing and, whatever. It looks bad, but I'm trying to get more details, so here we go. Candace Owens falsely accuses the Macrons of assassination plot in bizarre conspiracy theory. In a post viewed over 43 million times, Candace Owens has accused the French presidential couple of paying for her assassination. She also accused France of being complicit in Charlie Kirk's murder, amongst a slew of other conspiracy theories. But with little factual foundation, these accusations remain just that, conspiracy theories. So there's two possibilities here, pretty much. One, she was doing it for clicks and engagement and monetization for her YouTube channel, which seems somewhat believable, but I mean, that would be really stupid if she had no way to prove it at all. The other possibility is she actually knows something and she's got something, some kind of a proof. It's gotta be one of the two. This isn't just some kind of a story you say, yeah, I'll try this out on my YouTube and see how it goes, and maybe it'll do good. And then when it's over, I'll move on if it doesn't get enough views or something. Once you do something like this, it's out there, it's locked in, people are going to notice, and there's going to be consequences if you can't back yourself up. That's why I say it's got to be one or the other. But her career was going, or is going, pretty good anyway. She wasn't desperate, it didn't seem. She was still pulling, I think, about 3 to 500,000 views average, if not more. So if she had absolutely nothing, I'm not sure why she'd try this. That's why I'm trying to keep an open mind a little bit. And this article here, Candace Owens puts her show off air after she claims Emmanuel Macron tried to harm her and was tied to Charlie Kirk's death. Those are some really, really big accusations. Maybe she thought like the president of France was just too big to take notice and he would just ignore it and she would just get the views and things like that. So yeah, that could have happened also. She just, for whatever reason, went through with it, betting that he would just ignore it and it would just be some fantastical, easy to click story. I guess that might be one possibility, kind of in the middle of what I was thinking. Candace Owens says her show will not come on air this week. She said she had to stop the show because she believes French President Emmanuel Macron tried to plan her murder. She also says these officers told her they got the report. These are her words, not confirmed by officials. She shared the update on X. She wrote that her show will be off air and then said she wants people to know what's happening. Owens says someone close to the French couple told her that Emmanuel Macron tried to organize the plan to kill her. Really? If you knew the French president close enough to get that information, you would also then have to be close enough to Candace Owens to trust her with that information. So who in the world is so close to the French president to get that information, which he probably wouldn't tell anybody except like his wife and the person who would do it, I guess. It just doesn't seem like that person can exist. And here's her post. Our show will be off air this week as an update. Both the White House and our counterterrorism agencies have confirmed receipt of what are reportedly publicized. Emmanuel Macron attempted to organize my assassination per a source close to the first couple. Yeah, like I just said, what source is close enough to them and also to Candace Owens to get that information out there? I think maybe, yeah, it's possible. Now let me play with the possibility she went crazy. I mean, the internet and being a YouTuber can do weird things to you. You kind of feel like some kind of a character. I experienced this on a small scale. All right, I had a YouTube channel. Well, I still do, but at one time it was growing pretty fast and pulling in like 100K views a day at its peak. And when I went to work or I just mingle with people, I was thinking, well, who are you? Like, I had like 500,000 people watch my videos, chat with them, talk to them. I just kind of felt like, all right, I'm like this character. And I think the bigger you get, the more you feel like you're this character, almost like a video game in the world. It's like reality, it kind of leaves your head a little bit for a little while. And that might have happened here. Maybe it feels like she's playing some kind of a video game where Macron is like the end boss to level 5 or something, and she's Candace Owens and she could like fight her way past the level, if that makes sense. It might not make sense to some people, but I'm not saying like necessarily she just went like crazy, but someone at her level with that channel, yeah, it might kind of alter reality a little bit. Then you say something like about the president of France. Owens also thinks she and the Macrons are part of the plan to kill Charlie Kirk. Gonna need some real hard evidence for that. Charlie Kirk was the founder of Turning Point USA. He was killed on September 10th, 2025, while giving a speech at Utah Valley University. Owens says the Macrons did not act alone. She said that anyone who did not believe her can now wait for the President of the United States intelligence groups to make a statement. Okay? She says only then will people know if she's telling the truth. I'm waiting for it, man. That would be some pretty big news. Seems like that might cause some tensions. Like, what are they going to do? Go arrest him? And what? Then what? Anyway, seems like a messy situation. I guess we'll have to wait for another post on X. If you're not subbed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.